Today is something very special because it marks the day that Nick and Lexi finally make their union official. Your journey began way before you sent out the invitations, before you chose this beautiful venue, or even decided to spend the rest of your lives together. Love is a temporary madness. It erupts like volcanoes and then subsides. Love itself is what is left over when being in love has burned away, and this is both an art and a fortunate accident.
Nick, I still remember exactly how you looked the first time you said you liked me. You sat so close to me, I could hear you breathing, fast and nervous, just like me. Your dark eyes cast down, your head resting on my lap. And then, as we serenaded by the beautiful sounds of the 2002 cinematic feat, Master of Disguise, you said you liked me. You said you had a crush on me for a while. I was ecstatic. I didn't know it yet, but I finally had found someone who loved me completely.
I always knew you were the one. I remember early on in our relationship, walking down to the UICA to see films like Kamiko the Treasure Hunter and Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. And while I was excited for the film, what I really looked forward to was the walks downtown with you. Thanks for sharing with me a life filled with love, a life where we choose to run towards the next adventure and sweat the small stuff later. With you next to me, I'm certain we'll end up where we need to be.
You know, life is like a hike. There's ups and downs. True love is the greatest adventure.
Today is not perfect. Far from it. It's wet, cold. I'm pretty sure I'm not getting those barnwood tables. I broke out and I forgot my contact lenses. But I'm so excited because I know once I see you, once you hold me and kiss me, all those little things will just melt away. Everything will be just fine because today, my dream guy becomes my husband.
Being Lexi's big sister meant so much more. It was learning new things at every turn about movies and alternative music. It was being incredibly proud of my brave little sister for moving to the big city to live all on her own and for starting her own business and being a total badass at it. Nick was an incredibly sweet match for my brave little sister, starting with my adorable niece Marnie, and today making their union of souls official on the most amazing hillside of the most amazing adventure wedding.
I was in awe of her then, just like I was today when I saw her in her dress. Nick loves his comic books and his science fiction. He is a dad that all kids dream about. Marnie is truly lucky to have him as a daddy, and as lucky as Nick is to have Lexi, Lexi is lucky to have Nick.
Marriage is not just putting on a beautiful dress or a nice suit, or partying to the late hours of the night, which we most definitely will do. Marriage is about the continued learning of not just living together as a couple, but living your lives as one complete life.
After traveling halfway across the country, and I've never felt so sure about anything than I have about this.
You were the smartest, most compassionate man I've ever met. And just when I thought I couldn't love you anymore, I saw you hold Marnie for the first time.
From countless hikes to countless hours of The Witcher 3 or Great British Bake Off, spending time with you has always just felt like home.
Every 10-mile run, every narrative film idea, every comic book and indie game, I'm here for the ride.
I've had to always break from my comfort zone and jump into the next crazy adventure with you by my side.
And so, by the power vested in me by the Universal Life Church Ministries, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Nick and Lexi are the people you go to if you just want to be a kid again. Pinball, video games, they always keep things interesting.
Marnie's a great kid. She's been rocking Vans, tutus, and Ramon shirts. That's something I wouldn't have discovered until I was in my teenage years. So Marnie really has the raddest parents.
And now here we are, hundreds of miles away. It is pristine, but that's not because of where we are. We don't have to take a step out of our front door because we are the adventure.
As Charles Burns wrote in Black Hole, that was all I needed when she smiled at me. All the other stupid, ugly stuff just drifted away.